Good morning, Cheyenne, and welcome to our second to last show of AM at CM. I'm your host, Kylie Hansen.
And I'm your co-host, Josie Goring.
We have a lot of info to cover this week, including improv night, the art show, and an interview about the blood draw. So let's get into that intro. Starting with our weekly announcements, Monday there was an SAT makeup and a CBA state taking place in Fort Collins.
Yeah, and yesterday was the PSAT 10 testing makeups, and a special late birthday to Miss Brenner and Mr. Lawson. One of our teams from Calculus Bowl won second place, so congratulations to our winners. Sean Growney, Emma Haring, Zach Murphy, and Jeffrey Torgensen.
Today is PSAT 9 testing makeup, which will be held at our school, as well as improv night at 7 p.m. in the Black Box, so make sure you come out and support.
Thursday the 23rd, we have the UNC Vocal and Instrumental Jazz Festival. Also, this Friday is the PLC day, so sorry staff, but enjoy your day off, students.
Well, that's all we have for our announcements today, so moving on, we have an interview about the blood draw.
Are you going to the blood drive?
Why, yes, I am.
What time is it?
I don't know, man.
Well, do you know it's from 10 to 12 on April 27th?
I actually didn't know that, but that's very helpful information.
To donate blood, you have to be at least 16 with parent permission. But above 16, you don't need a parent permission to donate blood. Please donate blood. Please, we need it, please.
I can't wait to donate my blood to help someone out in need.
If you want to be a STUCO member and have never been, please pick up an at-large application form from the main office and schedule an interview with Gil. Interviews will be held April 28th through the 30th for next year. If you have any questions, please see Miss Cole.
Moving along, we'll hand it over to John and AJ with this week's weather and a stand-up on improv night.
Yeah, and after that, stay tuned because we have an interview with Claire Jones and some info on yearbook.
Back with the weather. It's going to be a high of 69, a low of 49. And so it's going to be pretty nice. Wear some shorts, t-shirt, have a nice day. And that's about it for me. Now to AJ.
All right, clearly I'm better at telling the weather because this guy, he can't tell for anything. You can see it's pretty sunny, filming with little to no clouds, pretty blue out. And yeah, great day out. I don't know if it'll be like this the next day, but you know, it'll be pretty nice.
Hey Cheyenne, just a reminder, Improv Night is tonight, April 22nd from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Black Box Theater. Hope to see you there.
All right, welcome back. Thank you everyone for those updates, but keeping things going, we'll have a look at our art show we had last week.
Followed by a PSA from our tech department, so let's check that out.
Last week, the district art teachers put together a community art show. Elementary students, junior high students, and high school students all came together for a fun evening. Students and parents ate ice cream and picked up a one-of-a-kind ceramic bowl at the start. High school students and teachers ran different stations where the community got to create spinning art, Picasso pictures, timed art competitions, and weaving. It was a fun night for students and family. At the end was the art awards. We want to thank all the art teachers for putting on this amazing art show for everybody.
I'm Eva Pavlikiewicz, and I do aerial arts, so like aerial silks and aerial hoop and straps. And it's basically just a really cool sport that kind of mixes gymnastics and dancing. And the way you can think of it is like, if you know Cirque du Soleil, it's kind of like that. So the way I got into it is I used to take a lot of dance classes, and one day I noticed at my studio there was people doing silks, and I was like, dance is really boring, I would really rather do that. And so since then it's kind of just history, and now I've been doing it for like 6 years. So, but then when I tried it, and the reason why I really liked it is that it was honestly just a really big challenge. It's like, it takes a lot of strength, you know, a lot of flexibility, so it took a lot of commitment, but it's just, there's nothing kind of like the adrenaline rush that you can get from doing it. It's like really different, and I think it's really fun. And some cool things I've done are I've performed at Labor Day Liftoff, I think 2 or 3 times now. I can't remember, either twice or 3 times. But it's basically the balloon festival that we have each year, and it's pretty cool. I get to perform in front of the balloons, and there's a lot of people. I made like $40, also pretty cool. And then I also compete. So I competed at the International Viva Fest, which is in Las Vegas. I've done that. It's going to be 3 times this year. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. Well, I also teach, and I feel like a really big thing about that I like is I get to inspire other people. Like sometimes my students have come to my shows and they've seen me perform and things, and then they're like, there's like at my last show, one of my kids came up to me and was like, she gave me like the biggest hug ever, and it was one of the girls that doesn't ever really talk in class and is kind of a little sassy. And so it was like a really sweet moment, and so I like having that impact on other people. I really like that. And then also I just think it's really fun, and it's just a good time overall. But yeah.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Tech Department here with a friendly reminder. If you're a senior, please turn in your Chromebook before the end of summer. You need to do this to graduate. If your Chromebook is broken, please take it to the Tech Department ASAP. A broken device will be a $40 charge. A lost charge will be $60. This also applies to you if you're moving during the summer. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, you are keeping your device during the summer, so keep it somewhere safe.
Thank you for all that important info, but Cheyenne, we aren't done yet.
That's right.
Cheyenne, it's time for some sports!
Good morning, Cheyenne, and welcome back to another Period 1 Peak Sports. I'm your host, Carson Hoey.
I'm your co-host, Nick Raparo. We've got 2 weeks worth of scores and stats and records and an interview. Let's jump into it.
And I'm your guest host, Josie Goring.
Our boys lacrosse team did incredible as they are on a 5-game win streak. These games are against Golden, Ponderosa, Smoky Hill, Lutheran, and Holy Family. They had a close win against Ponderosa as they beat them 9-8. In this game, Weber Rowell had an amazing game as he had 5 goals in this game, and Liam Morris, Colt Kugler, Moss Roberts, and Sage Bowen all had 1, and Rhett Kirscher and Morrison both had 2 assists.
Walt Cameron had 10 saves and leads the team in them, and he has 79 saves on the season. Rowell leads the team in points, assists, and goals. The other games were blowouts as they beat Smoky Hill 11-1, Lutheran 6-3, and Holy Family 16-8. Overall, the team with this win is now 8-4 in 3rd and 4A Southern League.
Our girls lacrosse team unfortunately took a hard-fought loss against Air Academy with a score of 9-8. But on the bright side, they had 2 wins against Grandview and Pueblo West, beating them with a score of 15-4 and 18-4. With the game on Grandview, Clara Petz, Harper Pike, and Kira Lanou all had 3 goals in this game. Then during their game against Pueblo West, Pike had 4 goals.
Our boys baseball team had 5 games since we last reported, and they won 4 of them.
Woo!
They beat Air Academy twice, and the games were not close as the first game they won 11-1. In this game, Colton Johnson batted 1,000 as he went 2 for 2, and Chase Hendervogt went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. On the offensive side of this game, they only needed 1 pitcher to get them through the game, as Johnson had an ERA of 140. Then they played Lewis Palmer twice, but only won 1 game, and then they played Rampart, which they also took the win there.
Moving on from that, our girls soccer team had a big game against Palmer Ridge as Claire Jones, Abby Harper tied up the game. We got an interview with Jones, so let's get into that.
It kind of came out of nowhere. The Palmer Ridge was up 1-0, and there was like 13 seconds left, and they threw the ball in, which is not something that I would have done, but it was good for us. And then Abby assisted it in the back, and she launched it into the 6-yard box, and I was just able to get a touch on it. That's a hard team to play against. It was a battle throughout the whole game. I think kudos to the whole team. Like, we worked throughout and we never gave up. The energy obviously changed, but there was like 5 seconds left, so we couldn't do much about that. But I mean, it was a lot of fun to just be able to get that tying goal. I would say that we came into it wanting to beat this team. It was always going to be a battle against Palmer Ridge, and I'm just proud of us for sticking through it, even going down 1-0 at half. I mean, I'm just proud of our girls for fighting through the season. We've got 3 games left until playoffs, and we're hoping to make a run for it.
Well, Cheyenne, our school's tennis team made national news this past week, as we are one of the only schools in America to have the most tennis state championships. Good work, Hawks.
Yay. That's all we have for this week, Cheyenne. I'm your better host, Carson Hoey.
And I'm your better co-host, Nick Raparo.
And I'm Josie Goring.
And we'll see you next week for another Peak Sports. Adios, muchacho.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, I'm your host, Kylie Hansen.
And I'm your co-host, Josie Goring. We'll see you again for show 243.